Hello, Mary. How are you doing this week?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. So, I want to spend the next 20 minutes kind of talking about some interventions that I have found that might help you. Okay? Before we kind of delve into that, how has your week been this week?
Because last week we talked about the goal.
Yeah, when we talked last week, I had given you a couple homework assignments. One, that you were going to leave your room. You were going to be around your family for at least 1 hour during the week. Were you able to do that?
Yeah, I find that is really useful.
How did it make you feel whenever you were around your family and not in your room?
I feel that at least I have my family who still loves me.
Okay. And I'm just taking notes like I always do, so that this will help me later on, okay? But I'm totally listening to everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay? Are you feeling anxious right now as we talk?
A little bit.
What's making you feel anxious?
Just I'm not comfortable talking with strangers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I totally understand that. So, a couple of the interventions that I want to try today is just a little bit of rehearsing or role playing with you. I know that when I mentioned last time the second homework assignment of introducing yourself to someone at school, that you felt a little anxious about that you didn't feel that that was something you could do.
Yeah, that's really hard.
What do you find hard about it?
Cause I'm not. I'm afraid that they will not speak to me, and they don't want to talk to me.
So you're afraid that they're not going to, engage you, not talk to you, and so that kind of causes you just to not engage them? Now, you mentioned that you had a really good friend that prior to your family moving 2 months ago. How did you meet that friend?
She came up to me.
So she engaged you. And so do you find it easier when other people engage you first?
It depends on the person.
Okay, and it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Is it maybe about how, like, if they seem nice, is it easier if they engage you, or if you're interested in kind of engaging them as a person?
Yeah, I don't like if they're very extrovert, maybe I will be shocked. So it depends on the how they behaves and how they talks.
So you would be more apt to engage them if they're kind of chill and not really over the top.
Right.
Is that how you see yourself?
Yeah.
Very just kind of calm and okay. Do you find it easier to engage other guys or girls? Or is it the same? Girls? Okay.
Usually girls.
All right. So I want to work on doing a little rehearsing with you, all right? And I'm going to be strangers, and we're going to work through, I'm going to introduce myself to you in one scenario, and the next one I want you to introduce yourself to me, okay? So maybe I'm a person that goes to your school, maybe I'm a classmate, but you've never talked to me before. And let's play this out, and I want you to think about how you're feeling, and we'll talk about it after we role play this, okay? So in the first one, I want you to introduce yourself to me.
Introduce myself to
Mm-hmm.
you. Hi.
Hello.
That's all.
That's hard.
Hi, I am Mary.
Hi, Mary. Do you go to school here?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Do you play any sports?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of sports do you play?
Badminton.
Badminton? I've never played that. That sounds pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I know that role playing can be pretty. It can make us laugh, right? What were you feeling when you're having that dialogue with me?
I feel you are really good at meeting with strangers.
But how were you feeling? Did you feel anxious?
Yeah, I don't know what to say except hi.
Okay, so anxious. You didn't really feel like you knew what to say. Now, what if I were to tell you that everyone feels that same exact way?
Really?
Really? Really? I know that sounds, everybody worries about what to say when they're engaging in somebody. And that conversation, the art of conversation, is not easy for everyone, right? You're anxious and worried about what to say. When I had the conversation going, did you find it easier to kind of engage, or were you kind of like, I want to end this conversation, I don't want to continue it?
Yeah, kind of. And
Kind of wanted to end? Okay.
yeah.
So if I would have been a person that, say, we were in the hall at school, would you have quickly wrapped up the conversation and walked away? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I don't think people will come up to me. So it's really hard.
So it's very interesting. Let's talk a little bit more about that. You said you do not believe that people would come up to you and that it's very hard. Why don't you think that people would come up to talk to you?
Because people usually don't.
So because people haven't done that in the past, you kind of expect that it's just people do not want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Have you ever thought that on their side, they're thinking that you don't want to talk to them?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to flip it now. All right, so that time you were engaging me, okay? But this time, let's say we're out at the mall, all right? I don't know you. I'm going to engage you. And I want you to carry the conversation. We'll go for a couple minutes, and then I want you to, I want to explore kind of how that made you feel when I engaged you, right? Because previously you said, I don't think people would come up to me because in the past they haven't, right? So that kind of set the standard. So let's see how changing it up where I engage you, how that makes you feel, okay? Hi, I'm Aaron.
You engage me.
I'm going to introduce myself to you.
Oh.
So last time you introduced yourself to me.
Oh.
So this time it's reverse.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at the mall.
Oh.
Okay. Hi, I'm Aaron.
Hi, I'm Mary.
Yeah, are you here shopping today?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you shopping for?
Clothes.
Okay, yeah, I'm just here with some friends, and we stopped by the food court and we got some food, and I like the food here. I like Chick-fil-A. Yeah, they have good chicken.
Oh, okay.
Do you go to school around here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'll see you around here again sometime. Okay.
Oh.
All right. See you.
See you.
All right. In that interaction, it's kind of it's okay to laugh, right? We it's kind of comical. How did that make you feel when I engaged you? What were you feeling?
Scared.
Scared. Did you feel embarrassed?
Not embarrassed, just scared.
Okay. And what exactly was making you feel scared?
Because we don't know each other, and you suddenly say hi to me. That's scary.
Okay, so that I'm a stranger and that I'm talking to you. Now, have you always been taught not to talk to strangers?
I don't know. Just actually, my parents encouraged me to talk to strangers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but it kind of causes a lot of anxiety and what else were you kind of feeling whenever I'm engaging you? Did you quickly want to walk away from me and?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to think about, do you think that there are other kids at your school that have anxiety in regards to talking to people?
I don't usually.
No.
I don't usually look around.
Okay.
I just care about myself, my own stuff.
Care about your own stuff?
Yeah.
So what if I were to tell you that it is completely normal to be anxious when you're talking to a stranger or a person that you don't know? Would you believe that?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you don't believe that that's normal to kind of have some anxiety with talking to a stranger? Okay. And if I said that it is a skill that you have to kind of improve, would you agree with that or not agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right, we're almost done, so I really appreciate you, kind of talking with me. I kind of want to. When you first came and saw me a few weeks ago, you came to see me because you were really wanting your mom to get off your back, right? And you needed me to kind of report back to your mom. But your mom had some real fears that you were isolating a lot. And you said that you could go days being in your room. You ate on your own. And then last week it kind of came out that you previously had a friendship with your friend. Can you tell me a little bit more about your friend that you were separated from when you moved?
Um, she is very energetic and outgoing.
Okay. And you said that she introduced herself to you?
Yeah.
Is she your same age?
Yeah.
Okay. What's something that you and her like to do, you usually would do together? Do you go shopping together? Or?
Mm. We're classmates, so we went to class together and we ate together.
Okay. And then whenever you moved, that was very traumatic for you in that it sounded like you didn't have a choice of mom and dad said you were moving and you had to move, and now your friendship is separated. Is that kind of how it happened? All right. And did you ever let your mom and dad know that you were kind of upset about moving, or did you just bottle it up inside?
I didn't say anything.
Didn't say anything?
Because I know it's useless. Yeah.
So it sounded like last week when we were working on your eco map that your relationship with mom and dad is kind of strained, and that money is a big thing. Like you feel like they support you financially, but maybe not the most emotional support. Is that maybe why you didn't say anything to them? Because
yeah,
you don't really feel like they care, but it kind of sounds like your mom was really concerned when she sent you to me. That kind of sounds like someone that cares, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe she cares about me.
All right, well, we're going to need to wrap up here. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me, and I know the exercise that we did earlier was, it can be challenging. But I want you in the next week to really, to try to put yourself in the shoes of other people, right? Watch when you're at school or when you're with your family, how they engage each other. Because I'm sensing that you have a lot of anxiety about, it's not that you do not want to be social, you have a lot of anxiety about how to be social. Would that be a correct summary?
Yeah, I guess.
Is there anything else that you want to add? How are you feeling right now after going through this session together?
I realized my problem, like my skills.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. I have to I have to improve my social skill to maybe try to say hi to others.
Okay.
Good. Because it's not that. And at least when others say hi to me, I shouldn't feel scared. I think that's what I learned from the role play. Because I also want to say hi to others.
Mm-hmm.
So it's normal thing. I cannot take it too seriously. Think that's really weird or something. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good takeaway for today's session. I want you to continue on with the homework of being social for 1 hour a week with your family. And you remember, you can break that up. It's not 1 full hour, but I encourage you to get out of your room and be around your family. And then if you feel up to it, to at least introduce yourself to someone new at school. We're going to start on the cognitive behavioral therapy I talked to you about last session. and I'm going to send you some text messages and some emails to kind of help remind you of homework that you need to be doing, and then asking how you're doing. So that'll happen between now and the next session, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, Mary, I hope you have a good week.
Thank you.
Thank you.